do best, and that's
stay tantalizing. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
It's true. It's true.
You better recognize who the hell we are. Damn.
Stay tantalizing. Do what I do best, and that's stay tantalizing. Ooh, tune in. Do what I do best, and that's stay tantalizing.
What's up? It's Adam Scherer. Remember, stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Yes, world's strongest man, baby. Let's go. Do what I do best, and that's stay tantalized, Roddy.
Tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing. What?
Stay tantalizing.
Ooh, what's up, everybody? It's me, your boy,
Angie girl.
the Tantalizing. We're here on a Sunday night. Not going to take up too much of your Sunday night, but wanted to give you guys an update. And ladies, an update. Hello, Boom Baby. Boom Baby, thanks for reaching out. Making sure I got there safe yesterday and everything. And thank you for everything you do. Appreciate it. Football scouting report. He's angry. What's up? Hey, Melinda. Hey, Karen. Cello Governor. That one. Angel, yes. Gorkush, what's up? Mick Thompson, what's up, everybody? So we're waiting on Richie, and DJ Dells might be joining us from the DJ Dells show. You guys know my boy Dells. He's a good dude. Has his channel. Hold on, bro. I'm just trying to get to the my bad. Trying to get to everything. What's up? Hey, Miguel, don't worry about it, bro. Listen, I was in and out. I flew in and flew out. Literally got off the plane. Let's tell the story so everybody knows what's going on. First, let me share this real quick so you guys know about DJ Dells, my boy. First of all, DJ Dells is a good dude. Let me share the page. And Kira's coming down to help me out in a minute, but you know she's way better than I am with this crap. But this is DJ Dells' page, the Sneaker Addict. As you can see, the Sneaker Addict. He has a lot of great content. He is a sneakerhead. He has hundreds of pairs of sneakers. He has a lot of celebrities on his show. He is endorsed by so many people. Check him out. Also, his other channel is the Dell Show, which is right here. He talks about wrestling, talks about all kind of things. Actually, he had me on his show last night. He saw my clip with who was that, Kira? Seth Rollins. Yes. Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins literally walked right past me. As I was in the walkway, and I see one of the cameramen. So what's the matter? Music is still playing. Is it? Oh. I see one of the cameramen, and I follow him. Like, let me see where this guy's going, because I thought it might be Dean Ambrose, aka Moxley. But as I get to the corner, I see this dude with his wetting his hair with a bottle of water, and I see Shield outfit. I'm like, what? I said, if you saw me, I was like a little girl. Seth Rollins! It's Seth Rollins! Kira lost her mind. She was like, what? It was crazy. It was. Let me tell you. Let's get started off with this, and hopefully Richie joins us as well as DJ Dells. Let me text Richie real quick, because so here we go. So everybody knows we had this nor'easter, this cyclone bomb, whatever they call it. And forgive my scruffiness. I haven't shaved. I got a cut. Nothing. But we all on the road to WrestleMania, as you can see. So wasn't sure if I was going to fly out. My original flight was scheduled for 8 a.m. yesterday morning. He's like, play the clip. I should play the clip, right, Kira? Where is the clip? It's on my phone.
Post it?
Did I post? I did. Thanks, Kira. That's why you're the producer of this show. I did post a clip. Where is it? Here it is. The share returns.
What could this be?
Hold on a second. I'll share this with you guys. I'm not copyrighting my own stuff because it's my stuff. Maybe I should. So here we go. Let's see if we can play this real quick.
Oh, you got a shield stuff on. You got a shield gear on.
Look at Richie. Oh, let's pause it. Look at Richie's face. He said, oh, look at Kira. And look at me like a little girl. I'm like, oh. I couldn't believe it.
You got a his shield gear on.
Sneaker
You got
addict.
his shield gear. This is crazy.
That's DJ Dells right there.
You got his shield gear on. It's crazy.
Here on the channel, Seth Rollins, the first time ever back in the Shield here tonight on the show.
So there you go.
Please subscribe.
So yeah, and Richie was really excited for that too. I appreciate Kira and Richie. Their freaking their reactions are amazing. She's like, oh, she's like, wait, look at this one. Look at her. Look right here. Look at her. She's clapping. She's look at this. She's like, yeah. She's like, Hercules, Hercules. But it was a great reaction. It was so organic because I had no idea what was going on. So Richie's in the chat. Get in the room, bro. So that was great. But let's get to the travel part first. So they canceled my flight for 8 o'clock. The night before, I'm like, it haven't snowed yet. So my flight's rescheduled for 1:40. I get to the airport about 11:30. And I get to the airport. Nobody's flying out. Airport's empty. I'm like, oh, not looking good. But then people start trickling in little by little. And then I see a couple people from Mania Club. Shout out to Dre. And a couple people from just going to the Rumble. People had their title belts. People just ready. They got their shirts on. And there was this little kid. He was just out of it. He was like, oh, we're not going to make it. Don't worry, man. And I was stressed about it too. And I was like, God, I spent my money on this flight and the ticket. Anyway, about 3 o'clock, they're like, we still don't have a crew. We have a pilot, but no crew. I'm like, look, I have YouTube. I'll YouTube it. I'll do the exits. Exits to your left. When the mask comes down, I said, let's just get out of here. Finally, crew shows up. Then we can't take off because of weather, high winds. I'm watching planes take off. I'm like, why can't we just go? Well, they're in another jet stream and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, man. So now I'm doing the math saying, okay, show starts at 7 o'clock their time. The flight's 2.5 hours. If we don't leave here by 4:15 at the latest, I'm going to miss the opening match. And look what the opening match was. So finally, they said, we're ready for takeoff. Everyone knows I hate to fly. I only took one belt. I only took the tantalizing title. That's it. So fan of the business asked that question in case you guys want to know. One belt. We take off. Takeoff is the worst for me. I have bad anxiety. I'm nervous. I'm shaking. I'm scared. And next thing you know, I'm like looking out the window, which I don't do. I don't look out the window because I'm afraid. I'm looking out the window. I'm watching. I'm like, this is nice. Next thing you know, an hour goes past. I'm watching the sunrise. The sunset. I'm like, I'm so calm. So usually I ride 747, 767s, the big ones. This was the smaller planes. I think they're 727s. They're much smaller, more streamlined. Let me tell you something. I didn't feel one pocket of turbulence the whole flight there. I couldn't believe it. Smooth flight. Dre from Mania Club, he calls an Uber. Uber doesn't come. We see a taxi. We catch a taxi straight from the arena, straight from the airport to the arena. It was a 15-minute ride. I get in the building. I get my ticket. I get situated. I jump online. I get upstairs, and I hear Roman Reigns music. I'm like, what's going on? I'm on camera. There's Seth Rollins. That quick. So it's crazy. Right place, right time. Made it. Opening match. Oh, my God. Seth Rollins going against Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. And what a way to start it off. What a way to bring some buzz. And great match. Seth was on money. That Shield gimmick, man, coming out as the Shield guy. Oh, my goodness. Place went crazy. Now, I don't even know what the reaction was from what you guys care, but from where I was, because I was like, we were rubbing elbows. I basically could have did the fist pump on him, and we could have been the new Shield member. You laughing at that? It's not funny. Anyway, great match. The ending wasn't the best, but I get how they did it. Roman got disqualified, held on to the title, which was smart, good booking. And then after that, where's the sound effect? I don't even know where it is. We're going to find it. After that, let's just talk about this match first before we bash the whole thing. Back and forth, crowd definitely on Seth's side. Roman playing the great heel he played, just very arrogant, but also a little bit of a soft side to him. Like he was hurt. He was hurt that Seth broke up the Shield. It was just a great storytelling. Like I said, the outcome, no clean outcome, but you need a DQ sometimes, especially at a pay-per-view to build stuff up. We're probably gonna see them again at Elimination Chamber in Saudi Arabia. So their story's not done, and now Seth has something to brag about. That hey, you could even beat me. You had to get disqualified. So we'll see another match between those two, which is great. Great storytelling. Great from Seth Rollins with the Shield gear. Great from Roman Reigns. No Usos interfered. Nobody interfered. It was great. It was great. And then the rest of the show happened. Oh my goodness. So let's get the prediction out the way first. I was wrong.
I was right.
Shut up, you. Mickie James.
Oh.
Mickie James did not win the Rumble. She had a decent showing. Not great.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What happened? That's okay. Not great, but she did. She came out with the title like I did predict. She did come out with that Impact title. They did introduce her as the Impact World Champion, as well as the hardcore country music. I was shocked that there was no. They didn't play her theme. I don't know why it's like that. Because I starred her. Take that off. Props to Mickie James. But like Richie says, yeah, there was no real forbidden door. We got swerved. Once again, we got suckered in.
I told you people. You guys were going way too far with this forbidden door concept. Don't bring me on screen.
You're going to talk, you're going to be seen. What?
I said you guys were going way too crazy, way too far with this forbidden door. I knew Mickie James was the only one that was going to be coming from somewhere else, because they needed something to attract people, because if it weren't for Mickie James coming from Impact, this looks terrible. Like, these are no surprises. And they didn't. The biggest surprise was Ronda Rousey, and you guys saw my reaction to Ronda Rousey.
Well, we knew Ronda was coming.
Exactly.
We reported that here.
We knew everyone that was here was coming. Did we know 100%? No, but we had it in the back of our mind that they were going to be there. They were going to be in the area. So, no surprises.
You are correct. And by the way, I saw Natty at the airport this morning when I was leaving. Natty was sporting a very big knot on her head. We were in the same convenience store, like the the airport stores where you buy your drinks and everything. I was like, hey, Natty. She's like, hey. I said, wow. So you took a bad one. She goes, yeah. It was a rough night. I said, you look great, by the way. She goes, thank you so much. And I had my title on my shoulder. She was looking at the top. I said, yes, I'm the champ. And she gave me a smile. I didn't bug her for an autograph. Didn't bug her for a picture because, she definitely didn't want to be bothered. But, yeah, Miguel with a great, and Miguel, I'm sorry I missed you. Your phone died. I was all over the place, man. We'll WrestleMania's around the corner. We'll meet up. For everybody I didn't see last night, I didn't see anybody except JB Jarrett Boyd and Kenneth Bowman. And shout out to my boy Jake from WWE. I know he's watching. He told me he will watch. He probably is under a different name here, but I'm not going to give his last name because I want to get in trouble. But Jake
from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. No, Jake works for WWE, and back at the Barclays Center at Survivor Series, Richie and I and Kara, we did the commercial for Cricket. I cut the promo for Cricket, and he said, hey, Tantalize. I was like, what's up, man? He goes, where you sitting? I pointed all the way. I pointed like this, all the way up. I pointed up to the sky. He goes, really? He goes, I got you, bro. I got you. Sends me a text message, and I don't want to show the number, but I will show you this. This way. He sends me a text message with a link for Ticketmaster, and sends me 2 tickets for the floor seat. So I sat right above the floor, right where the WrestleMania sign caught on fire, which was awesome. So Thank you, Jake. I know you're watching. Appreciate you. I will be at Mania, and I will text you again because, I need tickets. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. You never did that for me, so thank you. But yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up Raquel Gonzalez.
Yes, no Raquel Gonzalez. Let's talk about who is missing. No Raquel Gonzalez. No Mandy Rose. No Io Shirai. None of Toxic Attraction.
No Asuka.
No Asuka. No Alexa Bliss.
No Paige. Yeah, Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, Paige. No, I guess maybe she might be cleared, but disappointing. Disappointing. The people that did show, Melina,
no.
Molly Holly,
no. The Battle of the Superheroes,
which yeah. I do have to give Nikki Ash credit. How she ambushed Molly Holly, that was kind of cool. It was a quick little pop. Who else was there? Kelly looked like a different person. She looked different, like 100%.
But she didn't look bad.
I think she had tumor surgery.
No
Bailey.
Freaking Summer Rae.
No Bailey. And Summer Rae, who says somebody like a grandmother? Yeah. Ravish Ricky. She looked like my great-great-grandmother.
She used to go on Botched.
She looked like a botch. It was pathetic. It was pathetic.
The best divas that came back.
Oh, she's right. Cameron was a nice surprise. I'm not a big Cameron fan, but when I heard the music, somebody call my mama.
I was like, what? Yeah. And I knew for a fact Naomi was going to be the next number.
Yeah, but they didn't even get to reunite in the ring. And that was another thing. I was talking to some people in my role. There was no fan service. They didn't do anything other than the Bellas being in the ring together. And they turn on each other again, as they always do. It's like so predictable. There was no fan service. We didn't get to see
Trish Stratus?
No, Trish Stratus, no show, but what's her name?
Lita?
No. Where is she?
Michelle McCool?
Oh my God, why can't
what are you talking about?
Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. No in-ring.
Yeah, I don't know why they would have the Bella Twins knock them like.
Yeah, why would you have the Bella Twins and not have another team together like, the Riot Squad, even though Riot's gone, get to reunite in the ring together. There was no good showings here other than what even happened good in this match?
Michelle McCool was good.
Michelle McCool had a good showing. She looked good. Michelle McCool looked good. But everything was about Charlotte. It all revolved around Charlotte. She had so many eliminations.
I don't know why they even put her in the match. It was so frustrating.
We'll talk for that. We'll talk about that. Feel free, confident. We'll talk about that in a minute.
And speaking of Kofi, Naomi didn't have a Kofi moment either.
She didn't have a Kofi moment because Sonya Deville wasn't letting it happen. So she got kiboshied. It was just a disappointment. And then Ronda Rousey comes out, and I'm just like, well, there's that out the window.
I was so upset.
The only shining moment to me in this is that we now know that it's going to be Ronda versus Charlotte, which means who you get to go against Becky. It's got to be Bianca. I think Bianca gets the title back at WrestleMania. I think they right the wrong from SummerSlam, and that might be the only shining light at this that Bianca Belair gets to go against Becky Lynch, because we'll talk about that Becky Lynch what's her name? Piper Niven Dewdrop match later. And yeah, Zena Lynn and Sasha was very early and had a decent showing, but to me, Women's Royal Rumble, if you go 1 out of 5 or you want to go out of a 10 it was a 0, -0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. No fan service, nothing to really cheer for. Lita looked good. Didn't get to do the moonsault, got pushed out over the top rope, but looked good. She did look good. Hopefully she stays around. But yeah. We never got to see Shayna Baszler and Ronda go at it, really, did we? For a little while? I don't remember. I don't really remember because I was so upset. But Women's Royal Rumble gets a 0 out of 10 for me. Yeah. 0 out of 10. So, what can you say?
The next match was actually Becky and Dewdrop.
Is that what was next?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this debacle.
Oh, the worst match I've seen in ever.
So let me tell you what's happening. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Hold on, let's get rid of that for 1 second. Did I put it up there?
What?
When the sign was on fire. Worst Rumble ever. Okay, so right here. So this was going
live at the arena, at the dome, and the freaking WrestleMania sign.
Let me mute that. So this is the WrestleMania sign. This was going on during the Becky Lynch Doudrop match. This sign was on fire. Now these seats right here is where Jared was sitting, and I was right behind Jared. I was a level behind Jared. So let's see. Let's see what Jared says real quick because he talked about it right here. This is the closest I've been to the sign. They blocked us off. Richie, what are you doing there? So I actually got to point to it.
I'm playing on games, get that thing fell down. I didn't know, but it was on fire. You everybody listen, that's it. What to tell you? So, later on my page, we post a video. You see it on fire, and they got the fire extinguisher. So check out JB Jared Boyd. Check him out after the Rumble. After the Rumble, I'll have the link in here, but this is crazy. So listen, the rest of the side's going back up.
I got to point to the sign, which is awesome.
Yes, sir. I got you. Yes, sir. All right, guys. All right. The sign's back up.
So that was the reason that was going on with the Becky. That was happening. You saw after the match, but prior to that, the sign was on fire and was getting lowered. So the crowd was all facing that. And I don't know if Doudrop was paying attention. I didn't even see this match. I didn't see it. I saw the end.
It was horrendous.
It was horrendous.
It was so bad.
And so bad for Becky Lynch. It looks like now Becky is once again in Charlotte's shadow once again. After she got out of it, she's back in the shadow. Hey, Brock, that was the first thing I said. I said, hey, I think he's burned it down. But
that's called arson. I'm taking an intro to law class.
It's always about you. Anyway, what's this dog doing?
Trying to be stealth.
He did it. Good job. You're okay. You slid into the seat. Good job, buddy. But yeah, nothing could save this match.
It was so bad.
What's up, bro?
It was so bad, Jasmine called me on the phone and said, Kira, I cannot.
Hey, off the top ropes.
Oh, didn't we meet them at Jobber Sim?
Message me real quick with your email address. Do I have it? We have it, don't we?
Mm-hmm. See if it's.
I want to get somebody in. I want to get another take on this. Because DJ Dell's might show. Richie might show. Let me see if we have the email address. Give me a second, everybody. Kira, talk about this show. Talk about it.
Okay, so let's talk about the Doudrop and Becky Lynch match. It was bad. It was terrible. I watched the show. I watched the match, and they gave them way too much time. Way too much time for what it was. I knew it was going to be bad only because Doudrop was in it. Sorry, Doudrop, but you made the whole match terrible. Becky Lynch couldn't even fix it. And she's pretty fantastic. And it was a lot of talking, a lot of slowing down. Richie made the point yesterday that Becky had to slow down because Doudrop had to catch her breath so many times. But it was not a good match to watch at all. And I feel bad for both of them, quite frankly. But I think that Doudrop either needs to change her gimmick or get back to the Performance Center. Because it wasn't good at all.
Miguel, how many people were in... Hold on. How many people were in the freaking...
Rotunda?
In the Rotunda, yeah.
Wyndham Rotunda?
There it is. Copy that and send that. I want you to jump in, bro. We're going to get a little guest real quick. Help me out, another wrestling fan. Off the top ropes. Check your email. Check your email. Yeah. Miguel, how many people are in the rotunda, in the walkway, at the bathroom, in the concession line? There was literally thousands of people. And let me tell you something else about the what's that place called? It's called the Dome. The Dome in St. Louis. They had 3 concession places open. That's it. 3 concession places. It literally took hours to get a drink. I couldn't even wait in the line. I couldn't do it. It was that crazy. Yeah, I'll give them credit for one thing. The prices were not off the chain. It was only $7 for a hot dog or a sausage.
Only.
But I couldn't even get online to get one because the line was so long. I didn't want to miss any match. I was trying to get coverage, trying to give out cards and whatever, and build the channel. But let's get back. Let's get this out of here. Let's get back to this monstrosity. This miscarriage of justice. I can't do this because I can't see myself. This was just
disappointing.
What do you call this? Abysmal? A debacle? One of the worst wrestling matches in the history of a Royal Rumble pay-per-view? I don't even know what. I don't even just say. The 30 minutes. You only waited 30. I literally came back and forth to the same line, and people were still in the same place. It was crazy. I finally got a water because they ran out of everything. I think right before the men's Royal Rumble, and it took like 15 minutes. It was crazy. It was redonkulous. Yeah, no daddy sodas is right. I don't know what else to say about this other than I don't feel bad for Doudrop. I don't.
I do. She embarrassed herself. She made the match horrible.
Oh well, you're a professional. Stuff happens. There's gonna be distractions sometimes. Guess what? You're on a major, excuse me, can't say pay-per-view. You're on a major premier live event. You're in the WWE. You're in the big time. You're already ridiculed for how you look. You're already ridiculed because people think the product sucks. And they don't give you best showing. It takes 2 to tango. Yeah, we don't know. we talked about this yesterday, 2 days ago, Jessica. This is some bad air. It looks like they put another face on top of her own face. We have no idea. It's airbrushing going wrong. But I don't know what else to say other than
next match.
There we go. Wow, we spending too much time on this. Yeah,
just like WWE spent too much time on that match. Oh my God.
Football. It was what is only $4 for water, which to me, it's expensive. But we're going there.
This was the next match.
No, it's not going. No, we're not going there. Not going there. Let's go. Yes. Okay, so, what do you think about this?
It was a really good match.
Entertaining.
It was entertaining. Maurice had a lot more technical wrestling moves in this match.
She impressed me. Shout out to Maurice.
What was that top rope move she did to Edge? She was off the top. She went off the top rope and did some kind of spinning.
The Enziguri?
Yeah, I think that's
the head scissors, the flying head scissors, whatever it was.
It was
good.
Impressive.
She did good. She did good. I was impressed with her. The match was what it was for. It was just for It
was for entertainment. It wasn't for the wrestling purposes.
Right.
Even though the wrestling was pretty good.
All right, everybody. Okay, we got a guest. Finally, we got somebody who's going to join me. My man Blackheart from over the top rope. Come on in here, my bro. Let's get him in here.
Yo, what up, man?
What's up, Blackheart? Good to see you.
Good to see you. Happy Sunday. It's okay. Man, how you guys doing?
First time on the show. Welcome to the Nation of Tantalization.
Yeah, long overdue. Don't mind my background. I'm in the process of moving to my new place too, so By the next episode, you'll see me in a whole nother different setup, I guess. So part of my appearance and everything.
No, you're good. Before we get into what happened last night, your merch.
OTTR merchandise store, bonfire.com/store/off the top rules podcast. And we got a second store on teesprings.com as well. Just type in off the top roll podcast in the search bar, and decoslides.com for the slides as well.
Send me all your info so I can put in the description, because I also want to get in touch with you because I want to get some Nation of Tantalization shirts just like that made. So I got to talk to you.
I got you.
Also coming in now, we got a star. We got a star-studded room. My boy from, of course, the sneaker addict, the DJ Dale show. He's coming on, my man, right now. DJ Dale's in the house, coming on in, baby.
Yo, what's up?
Hey,
Yo,
what's happening?
Right now, before I let me say this. You know me, I'm a mark. I got two big timers in the room. So right now, I'm the small fish in the big pond. So
Stop it.
I love you guys.
Man.
I ain't nothing.
Listen, man, I'm just happy that the Kansas City Chiefs lost today. That's all I'm happy about right now.
Yeah, we're upset by the Bengals, huh?
Shout out to the Bengals, man. Shout out to the
saved
Bengals.
my
Shout out
ass
to
today.
Jones,
Yes.
man. I know
Yes.
he's happy about that.
All right, so Blackheart,
Okay.
let's talk about this. You came in first, and we'll get your take on it too, Dells, of course. What do you think? Let's talk about the overall. Let's backtrack. Let's backtrack. Let's get backtrack. Let's backtrack. We want to start with the Seth Rollins and Roman. What do you think about this, man?
Okay, so I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all. Shout out to the whole crew and everything like that. I like this match. I like this match because of the psychology warfare that's been going on for the previous weeks, building up to this match, and then the whole nostalgia feel where Seth Rollins came out to the old Shield music, the old Shield attire, and you see Roman's face selling it like, is he really about to do this shit? And you see him actually doing this shit, and that's when you know this ain't going to be no wrestling match anymore. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be him going to send a message that I got to take this man out once and fucking for all. It reminded me of the Joker and Batman's chemically blended relationship between one another.
Ooh.
Batman to kill, but Batman is not trying to kill for his own self reasons. So in this case, when we get to the finish, you see Roman not trying to let go of the guillotine hold, but yeah, somehow he gets DQ'd. Still questionable about that DQ call anyway. I just think that he should have just choked his ass out clean, won in submission wise, but that's just me. But the ending, the thrashing at the very end was perfect for it. Because he broke his mind frame. He went back to the dark place in his psyche where he's trying to let go of the past. He's a tribal chief now. He's on his own. He's doing his thing. You brought him back to that dark place. Nah, B. And you got the person right in front of you to do it. It just spelled fucking disaster. But I love the finish.
I like that take. I like how you talk about the chemistry between Batman and the Joker. Dells, what's your take on this, man?
I enjoyed it. I loved it. I mean, in the end, I thought that was a good way to end it too. And then didn't they hit him with a chair at the very end? That was, yeah. I think that was to symbolize basically what happened. When Seth turned on the Shield. Like a reversal. You know what I mean? It's a symbolization of that. Like a callback. So
flashback.
Yeah, I definitely like the ending. I like the DQ. I like the disqualification. I think that it enhances Roman Reigns as that premier heel. I also think that this sets up an elimination chamber in Saudi Arabia where those two are going to go at it again, because this is not done by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think Seth is done playing mind games. And now Seth has even more of a reason to pick at Roman, because look, you couldn't beat me clean. You had to cheat. You're the tribal chief. You're the universal champion, but you couldn't even put me down. So I think this is a great, great way to keep this feud going, because both of them together are money,
Yes, they are.
So I agree with both of you guys in aspects of, like it should have been a clean finish, but I think this tells a bigger story as you get the DQ going in. Let's jump to
I don't think we're going to see anything until after Mania, though. I think it's going to...
Nah, this is going to be resolved before Mania.
You think so? Oh,
yeah, it is.
In
Saudi Arabia. Listen, man, they're never going to try to squeeze in some Super SmackDown show where that would be the only match that get more than like a half an hour, 35 minutes, and then you can tell a real story in that and still make it a pay-per-view type of match on free television.
But then what is Brock going to do during that time?
Brock's definitely going to be waiting in the background, or he's just going to be jumping back and forth between SmackDown and Raw because he's money right now too, and he equals ratings for both shows. So I wouldn't stop that momentum, especially if you already got him booked till March.
Yeah, because I mean, we would think he's going to go for Reigns. That's why I'm saying, like, so you think he'll be MIA? You think
he's going to be MIA for for maybe like 3 weeks? I won't say like a month, because if WrestleMania is in April, right now we're about to hit February, so I'm thinking like maybe by like March, you'll start seeing him go like a little bit in and out.
You know what could happen at the end of that Reigns match? He comes in, Brock just F5s his ass on the ground at the end,
and then that's when you move on to the WrestleMania match, right after. Yep. That's somehow WWE might actually want to actually do that because they've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
I like that scenario. I like that scenario a lot. One more thing before we get to the Doudrop and Becky Lynch deal. Shout out to you, Dels, for messaging me about the Seth Rollins deal, bro. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, did you post that clip or no?
I did, but it didn't get a lot of hits, which is fine.
Yeah.
But still, I was so. If you saw my reaction, I was like,
I know. I was watching live, bro. I was like, holy shit. I was like, let me screen record this and text it to you. But then I realized the service sucks when you go to these shows.
Terrible.
It's
so
the worst.
So bad. You gotta bring a hotspot with you, which is what I gotta do from now on. But thanks for the shout. I appreciate the message, man. And like I said, DJ Dells, he's the sneaker addict. He's got a lot of subscribers. He knows a lot about YouTube, how this works, and he's got a lot of great content. Check him out. Let's talk about this Doudrop match real quick with Becky Lynch. I already said this match was unsavable. They were distracted. Doudrop was obviously distracted from the WrestleMania sign going down. I put up a video about that too. It caught on fire. It just was a debacle. The match was just a botch match. I don't know what else to say about it. Dels?
Yeah, I mean, they did the best they could with the match, I think everyone knew that Becky was going to win this.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Blackheart.
Basura. And I'm going to quote something from E. Deuce from our beloved show, 2 shits and a toy seat flush. Next. I mean, like you said, Boss Mania, this match should have never happened. If you was got Doudrop in this, the bitch, she should have won this thing, because looking at the whole fucking dynamic, that means a small person can beat a bigger person like that. I mean, we've seen it kind of happen before, but I just felt like you need to build new stars. Why can't, you just back off the title for maybe like a couple of weeks, win it back later, or some shit like that. And you can have title matches on Raw, but that's not me. But,
but WWE doesn't give a shit about building new stars. We know that.
No, they don't give a shit about baby faces. They don't give a shit about how building baby faces actually helps them too.
No, of course, you're right.
Yeah, and the problem is that, like you guys say, they talk all this big game about wanting to bring up new talent. They basically, this is what WWE has. They have a wrestling school. NXT is a wrestling school. That's what it is. It's a wrestling school. That's all it is to me. And it's like, you got these young. You didn't put one person from NXT on the show. You could have used anybody to enhance. You could have brought what's his name? What's the guy feuding with AJ Styles?
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller. Why did you put him on the show then? What you could have done anything. It's just
and no NXT people was even involved in the men's Royal Rumble, which made me sad.
Listen, not even.
We didn't have not one legend either.
Not one legend either. It was all nothing but the make the jobbers of both rosters.
Yeah. You got to
put what
one
else can I say about the morale in that place right now?
Right. What'd you say, Del? You said what? They gotta have one?
You gotta have at least one. I mean, I understand why they had so many legends with the women's, just to fill in fill it in, because they didn't have enough women for 30 pieces. They don't have 30 women on the roster to put in there, I don't think.
Yeah, man. After the whole massive releases that they just went through and still going.
Pathetic. Insulted our intelligence. It's for someone like me who fought to get there, who fought because of the weather to get there. Like, I literally was last minute. My plane landed at 6:30, jumped in the cab, got to the arena, and I hear Roman's music as I'm walking to the aisleway. I was no lie.
I was just gonna ask you about that, because I seen that post that you made, like, yo, man, the snow's kind of fucking up my
Not
travels and
looking
shit. Like,
good.
what I'm
Not
gonna do?
looking
I was
good.
like, I don't know what the hell that he should do. Like, I couldn't even respond. I was like, if I was in this shoot, if I pay all that bread, like, I'm fucking going hell high water.
Oh,
But
hell yeah.
Listen,
but
this is
if
the
it
thing,
came to
man.
that flight, you only have like no unfortunate circumstances. I'm like, shit.
Let me tell you my main reason for going. Thanks, Mr. Jones. I appreciate that. This is not me BSing or me pandering to the nation of tantalization. They send me super chat money, and it ain't millions of dollars, but their super chat money pay for my plane ticket. So
That's love.
I was
Word.
going. I was going to get some content for my peeps, and if I couldn't make it, I couldn't make it. But I was going to stay at the airport until they told me you can't fly out. I made every arrangement to get another flight, to do anything I could do to get there. They said we'll go. We had a pilot, we had a co-pilot, we had a crew. I said, look, if you need me to do the thing with, I even told the crew, I said, listen, I can do the aisle thing. Put the aisle to your left, look at your exit. Whatever you need me to do, I got you. And we took off, smooth sailing both ways, back and forth. I literally was back home in my bed at 8 this morning. I flew out at 5 o'clock. I literally did a round trip.
You're a rock star.
I wish, but if you want to be a rock star, you got to act like a rock star.
Facts.
So
He's an Iron Man. Man,
Gotta tell you,
call him double the Iron Man now.
hey, listen, thank you, I appreciate that. But listen, I had to do it for you guys. But listen, let's talk about this right now. So I'm gonna start this one off because I'm telling you right now, like I said, I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm a mark. I love entertainment. I love to have fun. Listen, if you're gonna put a match together that you want me to pay for, it better be good. If the wrestling ain't gonna be great, it better be a good storytelling. It better be a good story. It better pull me in. This match pulled me in. I gotta shout out Beth Phoenix for her Luna Vachon look. I don't know if you guys realize.
Yes. With the makeup, the eye area. Yeah.
What an homage to Luna Vachon.
It was dope.
It was dope, and it goes to show you what kind of people Adam Copeland and Beth are, because they love the business. They're having a great time. This is Edge's last run, of course. You know that. He doesn't care about the title, which he may get down the road. He's with his wife. After the match, they took their 2 daughters from ringside, walked down. It was just a perfect thing. But who I really want to shout out more than anything is Maurice. Maurice doesn't get the credit she deserves as an entertainer, but she wrestled. She's not a great wrestler, but what she did yesterday, she showed off and she showed out. I got to tell you, I was so impressed with Maurice, with her top rope moves, with everything she did, the bump she took. Shout out to Maurice, and of course, The Miz is professional. These 4 competitors, these 4 professionals is what wrestling's about, is what entertainment's about. I don't know, man. Blackheart, what do you think?
I like the match too. I mean, I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna lie about it. I definitely was more shocked about Maurice's performance because they always give that factor where like this person should not be in this ring. You know what I'm saying? Probably ring rust after so long, never having been in the ring for that long. But then we still see people that you still got it. And Beth Phoenix, of course, she still got it though. And then I still always gonna have my firm belief in Edge, and this is why people can come back after being gone for so long and being told that you can't come back or it's too risky to come back, but then you redefine the odds. That's dope. So kudos to Edge. Kudos to all 4 people playing their part in this match, even though we already knew who kind of was going to win this, but everyone worked their ass off in this to make it believe that, okay, it could actually go the other way. So it did its job.
Dels.
Yeah, I love the match. And she did a great job, man. I loved how she kept interfering with Edge, from even like the hair pulling really quickly to the grab. Like she was interfering throughout the whole match. Besides all of that, and it worked real nice. It kind of leveled everything out. I love the finish at the end, and just adding on to like how much they love wrestling, respect the business. I don't know if you guys know, but there was an independent show about a week and a half ago. I forgot where it was. It wasn't a big show either. And Edge went to the show. It was FTR versus the Rock and Roll Express. Mm-hmm. And he traveled to go to that show. Now, for you to travel and go to an independent show like that, you have to be a fan. I mean, to go to something like that, especially the legendary Rock and Roll Express versus FTR. He had to see that match. So I thought that was really cool. And it just shows how much he actually loves the business,
Yeah, and you gotta love that about professionals that still remember where they came from. These guys,
Mhm.
Edge was in the 8th row of WrestleMania 6, Hogan versus Warrior. He tells that story all the time, and he's never. You notice Adam Copeland has never lost his love of the business, even when he wasn't in the business. He's never bad mouthed it. He's always put it on a pedestal, which I love. But let's take care of some business because Brock R with the $9.99. Excuse me, I'm old. The $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Brock. And listen, I got to shout out DJ Dells one more time because can't lie, I stole this from Dells. I did get his permission. So every time
Go for it. I'm excited to see this. I haven't seen this yet.
I got a few, so I'm gonna do 2 just for you guys. So this is from anytime you get a super chat, you get a super chat from your boy, the Tantalized One. Here we go. So there you go, right there with the super chat. We'll do one more just because.
That's awesome.
Give another rock one, Kira. Give the one that one right there that Richie likes. The one that Richie likes. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So every time you get a super chat, you get one of those little videos. Also, we do here. You know how we do it. We sing the song. Kira, Mr. Brock off $4.99. Let's hit it. Hit it, Kira.
$4.99 super chat. $4.99.
Is it my turn?
And it's your turn.
$4.99 super chat.
What?
$4.99. Watch the harmony. $4.99 super chat. $4.99. Rock on with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much for that, bro. Appreciate that. Of course. Every time you get a super chat, it goes into the bank, and that pays for tickets. It pays for plane tickets. It pays for food to feed Kira, because she eats a lot for a little girl, believe it or not. She wants hot dogs, hamburgers, and if it's somewhere Italian sausage, she eats 2, 3, 4. So thank you so much for that super chat, Brock. I mean that so much. Every dollar helps out the channel, man. I mean that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. Woo! I love doing super chats. Listen, I just like to do the super chats just to do the videos and have a good time, man. So
yeah, hell yeah.
So, Kira, what we doing next?
This?
We doing okay, Kira's the producer. All right. We doing Brock. We doing Brock and Lashley. So, Gels, I want you to start this one off, man.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm not a fan of 2 big guys wrestling. I know a lot of people were excited about it. It was an all right match. I mean, it looked like Lashley was getting hurt toward the end of the match. The way he was landing on them F5s. If you watch it back, or if you didn't notice, kept landing. It looked like he kept landing wrong. If it was like the 4th or 5th toward the end, or maybe it was the 3rd around there, they had to stop. They had to switch the camera around where you weren't seeing Lashley actually land, because it was getting really ugly.
Well, I didn't get to see that.
And I was personally concerned about the way he was landing on those not the F5s, the suplex. Excuse me, right. I think I said F5. The suplex. I was a little concerned about that. That's really my take on it. I mean, it was what I expected it to be.
How about the ending though, with Roman and Paul Heyman?
Oh yeah, I had a feeling that there had to be that kind of swerve, because the fans liked Roman with Paul Heyman, the chief, and seeing the fear that he would have for him.
Yeah.
And I think that people actually enjoy Brock Lesnar talking.
Yes.
So there's no need for Paul Heyman to be with Brock Lesnar no more.
Kira made that a point. She's not a big, huge wrestling fan, believe it or not, but she says she likes to see Brock interact with the fans. She likes
he's fun now. And it looks like he's actually happy. Like he looks like he actually wants to be there, not a bag of misery,
He's giving 5 to people. He's doing high fives. I'm watching this guy. He's interacting. He's taking pictures. Crazy. It's a different Brock.
I love it. You don't need Paul.
I agree. And they're good friends anyway. And of course, these guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Jones, we'll get to your super chat in a minute once we get Black Card's take
Dr.
on
Jonesy.
Dr. Jones.
Oh shit. Damn. I mean, wasn't really expecting what everyone else was expecting. Two beefy men just slapping me back and forth. But you know what I'm saying? And that's just truth be told. And that's what I said on my podcast. It's just gonna be two big beefy men throwing back and forth. Vince is in the back, jerking his meat off. I love this shit. This is what gets him the fuck going.
I love this shit.
This is what gets him the fuck going. So knowing this, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything more, anything less, of course. But this made me feel the Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg situation a few years prior to that, and the one at WrestleMania 20 back in 2004. So I kind of felt that was going to happen, and it kind of slowly did. But as Kels was actually saying, some of the drops that Bobby Lashley had suffered, I did notice that too. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it wasn't looking
good.
good.
That's part of the business though. But is that what is the safe? Well, you know, y'all can be the judge of that. But you know, we don't know how Brock Lesnar wrestles. But at the end of the day, the finish, unexpected. But then again, prior to the match before that with Roman, psyche's all broken. So I'm thinking, this is connected to something else. It's building up to be a bridge where this is going to be setting up the next match at WrestleMania involving Roman. So part 2 or act 2, I guess they would probably say. Act 1 was the Roman and Rollins match. Act 2 was this match. And somehow that got connected to Roman. But wasn't expecting Paul to do that. But, you know, if Brock is really having fun as a babyface, and I think we all called it right here, then yes. I think you just stick with that and then just let him roam and do what he wants. So
yeah, definitely. Your take is great on everything. And let me just say this: WWE finally did something right with staying with the story. We always wondered, okay, Roman got COVID. What the hell did they do with the whole story with Paul? Whose side was he on? And they went backwards and told the story. The whole thing was a swerve the whole time. Paulie was the mole. Paulie was always with Roman from day one, pun intended. And he turned, you know, he played like he was scared, and you could see the sinister look change on his face as he gave Roman the WWE title. And it was classic Paul. And let me tell you what's great about that. The thing I love most, more than Paul Heyman's reaction, was Roman Reigns' disdain for the WWE Championship. How he just flung it through it like, this piece of shit. This ain't a real title. My title. I marked out. I was like, yes. And that's what gave me such high hopes for the entire Rumble. That was so great. As for Lashley falling wrong, these two guys are a total mismatch, if you ask me. They're two big, muscular guys. They can't do much. I don't care. It told the story. Once again, Roman shows why he's ahead of the table. Brock can't be hurt. Lashley, we don't know what's going to happen with him with his title reign, but it doesn't matter. It told the story we needed to tell. I thought the match did what it was supposed to do. It got Roman to the point where he's supposed to be with Brock. But that being said, we got to take care of some more business because get out of the way, you. I'm knocking you up the way. Mr. Jones with the...
That's my co-host right there.
Mr. Jones, the file super chat, man. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. You know how it goes. You give me a super chat. Let's find him a nice one. Let's find. Are we still in the holiday spirit, Kira? Are we still in the holiday spirit?
I mean, we're still in January. It was
tie
last
ball game.
All right, here we go. Holiday spirit. Here we go. This was for you.
Great.
You put a $5 super chat.
Great.
Hey, listen. This is all from DJ Dales. I stole the idea from him. So if they're
It's
good,
all good. It's not stolen. We got inspired. I love it.
I appreciate that. Kira, what's he get? Does he get a song?
I think he does get a song.
Well, I don't know the music, but maybe you know the song because I forgot it. Maybe you want to sing.
I know.
You're gonna sing. What? What the music? Wait.
It's cute.
5, 6, 7, 8. Live show, everybody. One more time. Rewind.
Watch.
Maverick boys, y'all see this? I do not want y'all doing this on the show. Period.
5, 6, 7, 8.
$5 super chat. $5. Hit it, Dad.
Mr. Jones with the $5 super chat. $5 super chat. Go, Kira. $5 super chat from Mr. Jones. $5 super chat. Freestyle. Go, Kira. Go.
$5 super chat from Mr. Jones. Thank you so much.
He's got bones. I don't know what to say. We got $5. We use it today. Yeah, that money goes in the pocket. What you gonna do? We take my
Oh my goodness, that's great.
We are not all alone. Yeah. Thank you so much. We're not rappers. No. Thank you so much.
It sure sound like it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jones. Appreciate that so much. The follow super chat. Man, we're having a good time tonight. All right, so what do we got left, Kira? The men's and the women. Just we did the women's already.
We did.
We've done every match except the men's Royal Rumble. Are you sure? You are correct, sir. All right, so we're talking about the men's Royal Rumble here, and yeah. So Dell said something earlier that where were the legends? Where were the freaking legends? Where
Not
was
one.
Where was Kane?
I mean, we have Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio is an active member of the roster.
Right. Where was Kane? Where was Kane to keep his record?
I'm tired of Kane being at the damn Royal Rumble. We did a live show too last minute, me and Jones later on, and I said I hope we don't see Kane. Just throw us someone left field that we don't see all the time.
But this is my thing. They had nobody, so at least bring Kane if you're gonna bring nobody, because at least you know he's reliable.
I feel you.
They brought no one. No Big Daddy Cool. No nothing. No gobbledygooker. Even when I hate that. Nobody. I mean,
bring back the Boogie Monster somewhat. I mean, the Boogeyman somewhat. Right. You know what I mean?
About RVD. Shit, he's not doing anything right now.
Yeah.
I was disappointed with
anyone that's not even on the contract. He could have just paid them all just for one appearance.
Yeah. And the entire Rumble was just off. I will say this. There was two things I was very, very entertained with. Johnny Knoxville. I think it went too short.
Way too short.
Yes.
That was a bummer.
Johnny Knoxville was hilarious. I don't care what anybody says. The Rumble had already gone downhill at this point, so you got to go for nostalgia. I mean, you got to go for laughs at this point. Johnny Knoxville was hilarious. He took a nice clothesline bump too. He got the crap knocked out of him.
Splash! Holy shit!
Oh yeah.
Look at Johnny over there get smacked around real quick.
Yeah, but he should have stayed a little longer. I was heavily disappointed. He's a tough guy. He's freaking tough.
They gave Bad Bunny like 10 minutes?
Bad Bunny, we'll talk about him in a minute.
Did you see when Steve-O was on WWE a long time ago? Did you guys ever see that?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
They do some crazy stuff, and it's like you got these guys there for a reason. They're promoting something. We know that Jackass 4 is coming out this Friday in theaters only. Shout out to Johnny Knoxville. I'm not getting paid for that, but enhance. Show him the guy is a stuntman, basically. He's get blown out of cannons. He gets punched in the balls on a regular basis. The guy, he was talking about Howard Stern last week about how his eardrum had ruptured and his ears bleed every time he sneezes. So it's like the guy could have taken a lot more punishment. Sorry to say that, but it's true. The other thing that was, other than Bad Bunny, which I was so sad about, was Kofi Kingston.
Yes.
Oh, him not being able to land that?
Botch, but I give the ref credit for saying you gotta go.
They didn't they did that.
He was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, bro." They saw. He goes, "That foot hit. You gotta go." I was like, "Wow." WWE officials doing their effing job. Who knows if they got in trouble for not covering up? But what are you gonna say? It's right there on camera.
It was so clear.
It was mistimed.
Yeah, I'm sure the people in the back told the ref that this shit can't fly. This can't fly.
Let it go.
So they had to scrap away whatever plan that they had for him and Big E for if they would have continued that. But
Del,
only one is now.
Yeah, Dels, you said something about no legends. Who would you have liked to see?
I can't think off top. I mean, I'm a huge fan of RVD. I would have loved to see it. Like if RVD came out, I would have went crazy. He's one of my favorites.
Doesn't matter. God damn it.
Who?
Let me ask you. I mean, anyone though. Like just give someone
Any
a
people
check.
that's not on the active roster.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of people. No Cesaro. There was no Cesaro. Wouldn't this be the perfect time to bring Veer Mahan in? Where's Veer? Veer's still missing in action.
What they do to Cesaro's damn what disrespectful. He's amazing.
Fuck Veer. That motherfucker is never going to debut.
Veer Mahan.
And I'd be damned if they wait all the way to WrestleMania time, the day after WrestleMania is over, to actually premiere it. And I'm like, you gave us 6 months worth of shit.
Yeah, you're right. But
listen, let me ask you a question real quick before I forget, because I'll forget. You guys think that 30 ain't enough for the men's Royal Rumble?
I think they should have 40.
Me too.
I think it should be a 40-man Royal Rumble, and that way you can bring some younger talent in, and you can also bring in you have enough room for legends.
Yep. I think that was the problem. They were trying to put people over. And the men's roster is pretty big, you know. Pause. Yeah. Like
I think 40 would have been the way to go. I mean, damn near. Honestly, if you're gonna do the Rumble right, I mean, you could do 50 and get away with it. You know, you do 50 every 30 seconds. You know,
I think it's just time. Yeah, I think if they change a little bit of the rules around, like instead of like every minute and a half, now it would be like 45 seconds.
Right.
Then maybe you can try to get that within like a shorter time span, because you don't want to have one match be an hour and a half. People's not going to want to sit through that and sit through every other match. And then if you did it twice, that's 3 hours right there.
Royal Rumbles used to be a lot longer when we were younger, though, man.
Oh my God, it was so
these
long.
ones now go quick. It's too quick. It's too quick, and there's not enough.
Other ones will be like hour, 20 minutes, something like that. Now the new ones will be like 55, close to an hour.
There wasn't enough good face-off last night. Like, here's what they think they missed the ball on. They missed the ball on the Mysterios facing off.
Planted seeds there. Didn't do it.
Street Profits could have faced off. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
What about?
They were teasing it. They were teasing it on Raw. You're right.
What about this? What about Shane McMahon and Austin Theory?
And also, one more thing. If you was going to have AJ Styles enter first, he should have been at least close to the very end, at least to try to give him a decent push, at least to be a next contender to hold a belt or something. What
I was tight when they eliminated him. I was tight.
I picked him last night. To really be honest with you, I'm like, okay, where they give him the Shawn Michaels 95 treatment? Maybe we can see it happen, but I was like, I don't think so.
I did like AJ versus Bobby Roode. I thought that was cool, but Bobby Roode got eliminated too fast too, if you ask me. There was a few things they really dropped the ball on. Biggie got eliminated fast. I did like Drew coming back, taking care of Madcap and Happy Corbin. Another guy who to me made a good showing was Boogs. I'm not a Boogs fan, but Boogs is over. Boogs is over.
Yeah, he's definitely over.
Dude, he was awesome last night.
I'm not a big Boogs fan, but I'm starting to.
I'm beginning to warm up to him.
Yeah, but then again, how is the tag team partner getting more, getting more praise than with the Intercontinental Champion?
Well, he's hurt.
Is that right now? Is what I'm trying to get across right here. Like that's just going to mean they're going to have to drop the belt to maybe to him or someone else and have Rick Boogs go on his own.
Shinsuke had a hand injury, and I think they're still like keeping him safe. But you're right; he's overshadowing Nakamura right now. I don't know what else to say. But let's talk about
that Impact title. We can't before we forget that. Acknowledge the Impact title.
Oh, Mickey James, yeah, they did acknowledge.
Huge.
They
wrestling history Impact title. They even had it on the effing screen.
Mm-hmm. They did. Look at the producer ready. Look at the producer ready with the picture.
Oh, did you guys talk about that earlier? I'm sorry.
No, you're cool.
I'm gonna say we didn't even get a chance for the women's Rumble.
No. But no, we can listen, bro. This is your guys' show. We can jump around.
I just realized that now. I thought you guys already did that. because that was the last piece. I thought you guys did that. I was curious if you guys mentioned about that. My bad.
No, you're fine, bro. And shout out to
Mhm.
Boom Baby who just messaged me. Boom Baby is
Yeah.
she's one of my closest people on earth. And Boom Baby, if you want to invite to jump in and talk real quick, you can jump in. You know that. You're always welcome. Check your email if you want one. Yes, this was history because to have another champion from another company even mentioned, not alone bringing the title on, incredible.
Yeah, that was history.
With her own music from Impact. Not
Mhm.
with her Mickey James gimmick, not with her with her hardcore country. I was like, well, you go ahead, WWE. You showing us what you're doing right now.
Yep. Put some
Yeah,
respect
but
behind it.
do you think they did that to kind of ease up on the trash bag situation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
I think
And when they
that's
made
why
sure that they
did
get
it.
this one right, so just in case we don't get no backlash from
Yeah,
Twitter
yeah.
or you saying the social media.
Whatever you want, you can have. Basically,
Whatever that
they
you
did
want,
her dirty.
we know the significance now. We understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was definitely in answering to her going public that they disrespected her. I do give WB credit for one thing: firing Mark Carrano, who's a piece of trash. Mark Carrano, if you're in the wrestling business, if you're anything about him backstage, he does not treat women well. I'm not saying any of us do. I'm just saying that he's in a position of authority where he's signing people's paychecks. So he's definitely did her dirty. But WWE stepped up. They acknowledged they were wrong. Regardless if they did it for PR reasons or whatever, she got her moment in the sun. I think we'll get her. They're going to mention her name in Hall of Fame next. And kudos to her. I think she could have had a better showing than she did. But it is what it is. She brought her title onto another company, which is a major deal.
Yeah, that was the only reason why I even mentioned that is because when you mentioned Bobby and AJ Styles, I was just thinking, two Impact guys colliding, and then I was like, oh shit, what about that? What about that thing? But
No, you couldn't. No, and you're right.
yeah. Back to the men's Royal Rumble though. I mean,
Look at this guy. This guy knows how to host a freaking show. Right
yeah,
there.
I mean, back to the men's Royal Rumble though. I mean, what did you think about what's his name? Omos. Whatever.
I call him almost because I almost wish he wasn't around. Because to
Terrible.
me, he's Kali 2.0, but Kali at least had the Punjabi Playboy gimmick, which was at least
I'm not
entertaining.
gonna lie, I like him, man.
You like
him.
Omos?
I mean,
Yeah, I like him. I think
Tell
he's
me why.
entertaining.
Tell me why.
I don't know. There's something about him. I like him, and you need a big guy in the ring, like a giant kind of. They book him as like a giant. I feel like, and ever since that when he first seen him, his first time striking, when he did that kick. Remember the first time we actually seen some kind of offense with him? He did that like high kick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ever since then, I was like, I'm rooting for this guy.
Okay. I can understand it. I humbly disagree with you. I can't stand the way.
I mean, it's wrestling. We like who we like. There's something about him. I like him. I thought it was weird how they all gathered up together, right? When they were realizing they all had to team up to get him out. And they sent one of the guys, I forgot who, instead of all of them going.
Chad Gable was controlling everything. He's got his PhD. So, okay, you go first.
Yeah, he orchestrated. Like you would think they would all just bum rush them together, but first he sent one to go, and then he got thrown out real quick, and then they all realized they have to go to get. It was weird.
Right.
It's almost as weird as Otis's look without the beard. You got to grow that shit back, man.
Everything that was great about Otis, they took away.
He looks like Bobby Hill.
I hate what they did to Otis.
He looks like Bobby Hill from King of the Hill.
It's so bad. Like
everything that was so great about Otis is gone.
Yeah, they just drained it out. Everything we loved about. This is WWE's product. This is what they do.
They suck you dry like a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Blackheart, who would you have liked to see in this match? Anyone?
I still would say RVD.
RVD.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's RVD.
You could at least try to reach out to some uncontracted people, try to say, "Hey, man, pay off like some one spots, and then that's it." Call it.
Kurt Angle was in town. Kurt Angle was
Kurt Angle would have been incredible.
He was in town too. He was there. He was there. So it's
Hey,
like,
get the Brooklyn Brawler in there real quick.
right. It's exactly.
Something of that fucking nature.
Dig up Moolah. I mean, don't you got?
I mean, they gotta have someone in the back that they could have brought out. You know, like come on.
Nah, we ain't gonna do all that. We ain't gonna
Hey,
think
listen,
of fucking.
I mean, someone though. I mean, I don't recall there ever being where there wasn't not one legend.
Right.
Yeah, it was,
Even
Where the
Iron
music hits and you're like, oh shoot, you know he's gonna get kicked out right away. But
Right.
maybe because of the fact they had Bad Bunny, they had the Johnny Knoxville, they said, okay, well we got those guests, we don't need to have an old school wrestler come in, you know?
right. I guess that was their mindset.
With a bunch of mid card jobbers and upper echelons, and only one person that came in was gonna knock out the remaining people of that group. And Shane McMahon, who even came in too.
And you mentioned Bad Bunny, Dels. Bad Bunny, he loves the business. He loves it. You could tell he loves
Man.
huge.
I forgot what talk show he was on, and they were asking what's his biggest accomplishments, and one of the things he said was WrestleMania. A lot of these celebrities go to these things, and they don't acknowledge what a big deal it is to be a part of these things, you know. But he does. He loves the business.
Yeah, he does, and that's you. If you're gonna bring a celebrity in, at least let them be like Shaq. Shaq likes the business. Like you could tell, they love being part of the spectacle, which is good. But the finish of this match, anticlimactic. Brock Lesnar wins. You know, once again we get Brock. Oh, I'm so over Brock Lesnar.
Come on, he's good. You don't like him?
I love him.
I mean, I'm not over him. I'm just over the fact that out of everyone that you basically saying that your locker room ain't shit compared to this one guy.
Right.
One guy that you running means everyone in that locker room ain't worth it.
I love Brock Lesnar. Don't get me wrong. I think he's great for the business. He's great. He brings eyes to the product, which is what you're supposed to do. But the problem is, you got to realize, I used to wrestle. I'm a wrestler. And my thing is, you are in that performance center. You're on the road. You're independent, doing all these things, making $5 a match. You know, you're actually paying to wrestle. And then you got Brock Lesnar, who sat home for how many years? Come on in. This is going to
try. He's a star. You can't get mad at him.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at Brock. I'm mad that they don't push the wrestlers more.
I understand.
I love Brock Lesnar. I think Brock Lesnar is great for the business. But how many more times we're going to see Brock versus Roman? 7.
Yeah, but we need that, though. It's part of the storyline.
Man, from WrestleMania 31.
Plus, you do need that for WrestleMania, too, on top of that. If you really want to sell the
you got to sell out. You got to sell
out. You got to sell out for WrestleMania.
Paul left with him, with Reigns.
So and then now you're going to want to see Brock Lesnar F5 Paul Heyman now.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to wait to get – so like you want to see that happen now. So now it's all about you enjoying that ride yet again. Mm-hmm. Now we at the very beginning. Now let's get to the very end.
Yeah.
I'm having to be somewhere in the middle.
I'm not disagreeing with that Brock is a draw, that he's great. I'm just saying that we've seen this WrestleMania match 31, 34.
I know.
I'm just –
but it's what people are tuned in for, man.
You're right.
And the new Brock is freaking. We were just praising Brock. If you go 45 minutes ago, we were praising the new Brock.
No, and I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not doubting him.
We were just saying the new Brock's awesome.
I'm just tired of Brock Roman, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, I dig it, but there has to be closure to the story.
You're right, and I hope this. But
then the difference between the previous ones and this one is now the roles are reversed.
Right.
Yeah, Roman is not the baby face that's been shoved down our throat.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Facts. You nailed it.
The metamorphosis of both of these characters has changed over that year.
Yeah.
You freaking nailed it.
Yeah,
on
that button needed to be hit.
Boom.
I'll tell you who's going to win. I'll tell you who's going to win next year's Royal Rumble.
Rock?
Remember, I said it right now.
Uh-oh.
The Rock.
Oh, there we go.
Next year's Royal Rumble, The Rock will win.
Mark it here. I am that vote.
And then we will get Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania.
Which is what we want to see. Which is what we all want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like that. I think it, we all wanted it this year, but it works in The Rock's schedule better for next year because he's still doing promotion for Black Adam. the Shazam spinoff. So you're right, but I think you hit that one in the head as well, man. Good job on that.
Hopefully, let's pray.
Yeah,
Wrestling gods.
yes.
Let's not get
So-
$1 million egg that just got mysteriously stolen.
Right. So let's close out with this. Since we sort of hopped on it, but not really. We know Ronda Rousey won. How do you guys feel about Ronda Rousey coming off the bench?
I called this. I'm sorry, folks. I called
Shout
it.
out to my boy Jones. He called it too when we were live. He called it, man. I was tired of calling it. I've been calling it last year. I've been expecting her to come back. I said I'm not even gonna jinx it. I was like, she ain't coming back. But let me tell you something. She's big money, so she has to win.
Right.
She's a draw. She's gonna put asses in the seats. She had to win.
I want to say one thing about not this match, about all my predictions. The Tantalizer one was 100% wrong on everything. I didn't get one thing right. Nothing.
Shout out to Tim. Shout out to Steve. Everyone in the chat. Mick.
Damn,
Eric.
I only got like three out of the 5 matches that actually went down, and one of them actually was a DQ, so I didn't win that point. So none of us did. OTCR title.
I didn't see Ronda coming in.
Yeah.
I knew Ronda was coming. I heard the buzz, and I'm not a Ronda Rousey fan. I'm gonna tell you why. Now the business aspect, I get it. She is money. She puts asses in the seats. She's a mainstream superstar that people want to see. My problem with Ronda Rousey is that Ronda, as much as she says she loves the business, as soon as things go wrong for Ronda, she's a crybaby. She cried when she got knocked out by Holly Holmes. She cried when Amanda Nunes put the beat down on her. She's a crybaby. And when she got booed at WrestleMania 35 in New York, she cried. The fans turned on me. Guess what? The fans pay their money. They're going to yay and boo who they want. John Cena has told us all, I don't care what you do, as long as you give me a reaction. And that's what you want. You want a reaction. You can't be a babyface your whole life. You can't be a heel. If Ronda really wants to endear the fans to her, she's got to keep it real. And to me, I think they should switch roles and she go heel against Charlotte, because Charlotte's a John Cena-esque kind of a wrestler where she's polarizing no matter what. We know she's great, but you're gonna love her or hate her no matter what. I think if Ronda goes full heel, it brings a different dynamic to their story. We don't have to have babyface and heels anymore. We know we have anti-heroes. Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's the guy that made this popular, that you could be an anti-hero. You don't got to be cut and dry. You don't got to be, let me tell you something, brothers. Hulk Hogan reinvented himself by being a heel. So being an anti-hero, to me, is what gets you over. If Ronda Rousey can embrace being the bad girl that she could be, because she is still a badass. She still could beat my ass in a street fight. I think she should embrace that and be the bad girl. What do you guys think about that?
Kels, you can go first.
Dells. You probably can't Dells. You probably can't read me. Probably small.
I mean, look, I don't like Charlotte as a babyface at all. For one, I think Charlotte has to be a heel. And I agree with you about Ronda. I don't like Ronda as a baby face either. So, I think they both just have to play dirty with this feud.
Exactly.
Like anti-hero, like you were saying.
Two bad bitches kicking the shit out of each other, cheating.
Yeah, I don't want to see no baby face stuff with either of them. I can't stand Charlotte as a baby face.
Neither can I. She's such
just like Ric Flair. I don't like seeing Ric Flair whenever he was a baby, the rare times.
Right. It's not in their nature to be. It's not in their nature to be.
They're badass women. They need to be badass all the time.
Right. I agree with that. What do you think, Blackheart?
Travesty. The only highlight that I actually enjoyed was Sasha Banks coming back in the Sailor Moon attire.
Sailor Moon. She looked great.
Shout out to all my anime lovers out there in the world. Yeah, only highlight of that. But the whole thing with Lita, I was kind of hoping for Lita to actually make it kind of like, maybe like final 3 or 2 to try to at least give like maybe she can still try again and maybe have like a different direction for Charlotte, or however that title situation is going to be handled. But to see Ronda come back, and when she came out, everyone threw their cards up. Nope, she won. It was automatically like the very moment when she came out, your heart just sunk. Like there's no one else that, I mean, not even the last two people that when it came out would not beat her. So
right, yeah, it's like the win was taken out of your sales. Basically, I get it, because not that she didn't deserve the win, but it's like, oh man, okay, all right, oh well, no surprise, whatever.
But nonetheless, I didn't want to see Charlotte even winning either.
Right.
You know, like if Charlotte would have won, that would have been extremely terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
And then you would never hear the end of it. And then
I don't even want to see Ronda
she just getting the golden shovel treatment too, type shit.
But
nonetheless, I wish Charlotte was the dead last one that was still left anyway before she got eliminated. So what else was I going to say?
Dels, unfortunately, you're going to see Charlotte and Ronda.
No, I know that, but like to me, that I'm not excited about that at all.
Neither am I.
That matchup.
Neither.
The silver lining in the cloud is that we're going to get Bianca and Becky, which is what I want to see. I wanted to see Bianca and Becky again.
Yeah, that needs to be the Reese's climax.
Let me tell you one thing I thought was so entertaining, and Kira disagreed with me, but I loved that Nikki Ash attacked Molly Holly. I thought
that was funny. I thought it was funny. Outside of the ring,
I loved it. She's like, bitch, you ain't getting in. I loved it. But yeah, we had Stephen Chambers, no Asuka, no Xia Li, no Bayley, no Alexa. Yeah, no Xia Li, who I don't know what he's doing.
Bayley, Asuka either. I'm like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, Bayley was sitting home. She posted something on.
Yeah, I'm over here like, hello now, like you have other people coming back, and then you want to try to say we have nothing for them.
Yeah, it just was a
terrible.
All over, and if you saw the thumbnail of this show, I call worst Royal Rumble ever with question marks, exclamation points, and I do think it was one of the worst Royal Rumbles ever. To me, it was all over the place, scatterbrained, bad booking, no fan service, no payoffs anywhere other than with Roman and Seth, and with Roman and Brock thing, and the operative word there is Roman. Roman right now is on top of the mountain. He's head of the table. He's the tribal chief. Roman right now can do no wrong in the business. But everything to me was just lackluster at best. So many missed opportunities. No legends. Just everything going wrong. Listen, when the WrestleMania sign catches on fire.
Wasn't the WrestleMania sign on fire twice?
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to show you that real quick. I put it up on my post. Shout out to, my bad, guys. Let me keep you like that. That's why Kira does the producing. Where is it? Here we go. So yeah, the sign actually it actually caught on fire, and I got it up there. Basically, I put a quick video up. We were behind it. The one silver lining of this falling down was I got to point at it like old school style. That's my boy JB Jared Boyd, Mr. Steele Dibs Wrestling Channel. I got to actually point at the WrestleMania sign. So that was my thing right there. So I got to do my thing, which is all I cared about.
I'm pointing right now at it too.
Yeah. There we go. That's not something
hit that thumbs up too, guys, if you haven't yet, please.
Yeah,
like, share, subscribe.
Listen.
Everything.
That to me was the highlight of the night that I got to point to the WrestleMania sign. I was really 5 feet from. I was like, yes, I'm going to WrestleMania, which I am going to WrestleMania. And listen, let me just say this. First of all, this was an impromptu show. I wasn't going to do it. My girl, Boom Baby, my bestie, she said, do a show tonight. You should talk about the match. I invited her in. She didn't want to come in. She's playing shy tonight. I don't know why, but Boom Baby, thank you for, of course, pushing me to do this. First of all, Dels and Blackheart, last minute, just sent you an invite. You guys jumped in. You guys showed that you guys are consummate professionals. You love the business. You guys have great content. You guys do a great job in everything you do. I will make sure that Kira puts the links in the description because I sometimes forget to do it. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up 1 minute. I spoke too soon. Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is. This girl, she is my Boom Baby. She's my bestie. Here she is. My Boom Baby Jessica coming on in and talk about some stuff real quick. Hey. Good Lord. Stop it with a biscuit. Somebody give me some collard greens and some cornbread. What's up, girl?
Bro.
Everybody, this is Jessica, my boom
Hey,
baby.
Jessica.
We have known each
Hey.
other for 12 years. We've been through it. We have stories to tell that we cannot tell on YouTube because they will block us for life.
Your discretion
But
is wise, huh?
we never robbed no banks though, right?
No, not yet.
We stolen other things, but no banks. But we'll keep that to ourselves. So, boom, baby, you're not a big wrestling fan. You're getting into it. Of course, you're into it because of me. What you pushed me to do this tonight? Why?
Because it was a journey. Like, you had to deal with the delays, the weather, getting there, whether you were to get there on time, whether you were to get there late, whether you're going to show up at all. And you made it, and I felt like it was worthy to talk about. I mean, that's what your channel's about. So I felt like you couldn't leave this one out.
This girl right here, man, she talking about she don't know what she's talking about. This girl right here is the truth. She don't know what she's talking about. You listen.
No, and it's not. Let me correct you. I'm not a fan of wrestling. I just never was into it. And I'm a boy mom. I have 3 boys, and they all were into wrestling, but I just never got into it. So now that I'm older, I'm kind of like, this is a little interesting. So, and I ain't gonna lie, some of the guys are pretty
calm down,
good
calm
to
down.
look at.
Hey, listen.
Listen, some of the women are nice to look at too. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh well, we won't talk. We'll leave that conversation for another show as well. Listen. So you've been, as a new fan, you know who Roman Reigns is. You know Roman. He's a sexy guy with the long. He is.
Yeah.
He's Jasmine's favorite. So you've been seeing what's going on, and you didn't get to see the show today because you were working, of course. But you took the time out to message me from work to say, "Hey, are you there? Are you there? Are you safe?" Which was cool. But have you been enjoying the journey that we've been going on with this whole wrestling thing?
Absolutely. I've learned so much, not only from you, but everybody else that you have on the channel. And even, I don't know if fans or, the tantalizing, crew.
The nation tantalization.
I call them the crew, the tantalizing crew.
Okay.
But no, I just feel like, and I think it's awesome because like nobody leaves me out. Like, I'm always the weirdo out of the group that's like, who's that? And why are they dressed like that? And why are they doing this? And I'm the one asking questions and everybody always answers. So I think it's, I'm learning. And what I was going to tell you yesterday, I meant to text you, it's so crazy. First of all, I got to give it up to Kira because she is so not embarrassed to do everything that you do on your channel. She sings those songs with ease and pleasure. I have to give her credit because I'm like, if my dad was trying to get me to do that, I'd be like, oh my God, Dad, really?
You guys got an amazing relationship. I mean, I got to salute your relationship.
Yes,
it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Everybody has to give her credit because she does it with amazement.
Yes.
Period. She deserves it.
Shout out to Kira because she ran a 4.5-hour stream yesterday. 4 hours and 37 minutes. She stayed on
by herself.
Her and Ravage and Ricky back and forth. But listen, I don't want to keep you guys too long because I know everybody got to go. But I just want to say this. I want to promote your stuff real quick. So listen, everybody, if you're on Instagram, check out She's So Nails. As you can see, she does a lot of stuff with her nails. Right, this is all Jessica's stuff right here. She's So Nails. She does it. If you want those claws, those long claws, those things, she hook you up. She will hook you up.
Don't scratch me with those things.
Check her out. She's So Nails on Instagram. If you want to check out my boy, Blackheart right here, Off the Top Rope podcast right here. This is his Facebook. Check him out. He's on all these Stitcher, all this stuff, Facebook groups, all this stuff, Spotify, where all podcasts are be told, whatever. And then we got my boy. Hold up. Where's my DJ Tales? I messed it up. I done messed up. I'm looking all stupid now. There you go. Right here. The Sneaker Addict is DJ Dell's one of his pages. He knows his sneakers. If you can see behind DJ Dell's, he's got sneakers for days. He don't play no games. Also, his other channel,
The Dell Show, it's spelled right there. So for the wrestling content, Go to the Dell Show. I've got exclusive interviews with Karrion Cross. I've got Scarlett Bordeaux. I've got, you name them, I've interviewed them. Sammy Guevara. Everyone you
Subscribe
can
to
think.
his stuff because he
Dell
deserves it. The guy knows his stuff. He's teaching me the way. He's even though I'm older than him, he's like the Jedi and I'm like the Padawan. Sometimes the roles got to be reversed and things. I got no problem with that. You know, you're never too old to learn. You're never too old to do new things. But listen, all I want to tell you everybody is
Hold
this.
on, I don't mean to interrupt, but I got a link with Dell's, the sneaker guy, because
Hit me up.
Listen.
My Instagram is DJ Delz, DJDELZ.
I'm on it.
And the Twitter's the same.
I'll give you everything.
Put a DJ in the front. Bong bong.
So Jessica, in February there's a show for AML, right?
Yeah.
In North Carolina, and you know Jasmine lives there. So if you want to make the road trip in February,
when is it?
What's the date? You know, Dell's February.
I'll pull it up. I just got my ticket yesterday, and you know what? The crazy thing is, by then, Jeff Hardy will be available. So you never know.
Right.
Okay, and hold on, Blackheart, are you
February 20th.
Are you into Are you into? Is your channel wrestling?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
February 20th, AMLWrestling.com. If you're in the North Carolina area, it will be in Winston-Salem, the same place where we met last time at Wrestle.
Got you. So
and
my daughter's
a War Games match.
What?
So there'll be 2 rings.
Kira says, "Ooh, Kira loves this."
War Games match.
We're gonna jump on that and get our tickets. And I'm gonna hit up my dude from you know me, I got the hook. So you know what I'm saying. Anyway,
I mean the tickets ain't even expensive. So
I know.
I just bought them. I mean they're $15.
And that's a wrestling show?
Yeah.
You'd love it.
Is it local?
It's local. It's local.
Downtown Winston-Salem.
Salem, North Carolina.
Yeah, local. There. Okay.
And then, you know, I mean, there's plenty of places to eat after around there. I like that area. So
my daughter lives 20 minutes away, so we're good. We're golden. Trust me.
I'm 100% going. God willing, you know, if I'm alive.
So listen, we're gonna close this out, but I want to say thank you so much to everyone in the chat. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification so you know when we're doing stuff. Because listen, I don't do a show on Sunday, but Boom Baby said do it. I do what she tells me, and there we go. So listen, you gotta listen to women. You gotta listen because they are. So they are. Blackheart, one more time, promote your stuff real quick for everybody.
Oh man, I'm gonna just make a long story goddamn short. Boston, Bigger Bell of the OTTR Podcast Mafia. You know what time it is. Season 5. We up and running. Catch us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitch TV, Instagram, Facebook, everything. The whole goddamn shebang, man. Anchor, Google, Breaker, Radio Public, Audio, Podbean, Spotify, Cashbox, Audio. Have I ever said that before? Stitcher, Podcast. We're trying to get our asses on Apple Podcasts too. Be looking for us then too. DecoSlides.com, Bonfire.com, and Teesprings.com to cop the merchandise.
Did you say Boston Bigavel?
Yes, free Max B. You heard?
Okay. You know I've done like 4 mixtapes with Max B.
I know. Free the way, God, man.
Yeah. Look up DJ Del's Max B. You'll find a lot of material of me and Max B. Free Max B.
Man. Listen,
Shout
man.
out,
Listen, man. I'm a huge Max B fan, man. So I probably have some of you. I probably have some in the
okay.
on my phone.
Yeah.
You guys can tell that you guys are all like
live from the Bloody Bean Town, man.
Yeah, that's a friend of mine, Max. That's why I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, oh, you played Showing Love. I'm like, I like that.
Yeah.
I love it. What's up?
We got the Dell Show. What else you got, Dell?
Yeah, the Dell Show. For the wrestling, there's a playlist if you scroll down to most of the wrestling stuff. All the wrestling content, most of it's here. You got to go down a little bit or somewhere over there. There you go. Karrion Cross, Matt Hardy, you know, all exclusive interviews with them in person, some are online. And I've got a monster interview next month with someone. It's going to be a big interview. So, and that should be in person. So,
nice.
Yeah,
Right.
we're gonna have. I think I got something next week cooking too. So, you know, we'll see.
Dells, I know we just met, but honey, you gotta put me on a Triple H.
I don't know him, man. I just know that I can't
Oh,
get to
damn
him.
it.
Man, listen, man.
Maybe soon. Maybe soon. He may be
Man, I
somewhere
might need,
reachable.
I might need some mixtape artists, man. So we might have to link up for that too.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Hit me up on.
Okay, man. I know a bunch of
Let's
awesome artists out here, man. That's grinding, that's eating. Shout out to Jim Jones and the whole Vamp crew over there. Shout out to Ashley Nux over there holding it down over there.
Oh
man.
yeah, Ashley Knuckles. That's B-Town, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Terminology out in.
Yes,
in,
sir. Shout out to Millie's as well.
Shout
out to E. Burton for serving, man. E. Burton for serving the Project King out here, you heard? And shout out to Thomas, shout out to YB, Young Boss Holler as well.
But they got a lot of shout outs. I'm going to shout myself out.
Man, I don't know how they remember all this stuff.
Exactly. Now, and the Sneaker Addicts, check out his page, Sneaker Addict page as well, everybody. And listen, all I can say is this to everybody that you showed up tonight. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. And of course, you know, Boom Baby, She's So Nails. You know, check her out on Instagram. She does some good nails.
Get your nails right, ladies.
Get your nails did. Get your nails did. And hold on, I didn't get to share. Hold on, there we go. She's So Nails right there. There we go. Right there. There we go. Look at that face. Look at that pretty fresh right there. All right. But yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you, everyone. Oh, excuse me. Thank you for the best producer on planet Earth. I know you guys got producers and stuff, but none of y'all is your daughter. So there you go. I got to
Hold on. I got a question. How long has Kyra, I keep calling her Kyra.
Because other was Kyla. Because other was Kyla.
I've been calling her that since she's been little. How long have you been into the wrestling, Kira?
Birth.
Really?
He's got me into wrestling since I was so little. I've been watching it. I haven't gotten into it, like, paying attention to, like, most of the independent stuff since we started the YouTube channel, but I've always watched it.
GCW
it amazes me every time you get on everything that you know, and like there's stuff that you know that your dad doesn't know, and it like blows my mind because I'm like, I can't even remember the people that just wrestled 5 minutes ago.
Thank you.
She's good. All right, everybody, we're gonna call it. Thank you so much, everybody in the chat. Once again, like, subscribe, hit the notification. Of course, listen, tomorrow night, Monday Night Raw, 3 hours of hell. We'll get through it together. Live watch along as we always do. Kira, yeah, she's like, oh God, it's Monday. Everybody, thank you so much. Kira, take us out.
Oh, I don't really want to, but okay.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody in the chat for coming on. Thank you for coming on a Sunday. Thank you, everybody in the room right now who didn't really get a proper, hey, we're going to be on.
Right.
So thank you for coming on the fly.
But that's why you have to hit the notification bell, because you don't need a proper one, because if you hit the notification bell, you know when I'm coming on. So there you go.
Yeah, so if you're new here, subscribe and like and share so all your friends can enjoy this.
Rewind, Joe. Rewind.
Joe.
It's some good stuff. Rewind. All right, Kira.
All right. I already said everything.
Right.
Like, subscribe, share to all your friends so you can see all this amazing content. We'll be on tomorrow around 7:45 so that we can do a Raw watch along. It's gonna be bad, but we're gonna be here. So do what we all. Did I miss anything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hug your families, pray to God every day because you never promise tomorrow, and do what we all do best, and that's stay tantalizing.
What she said.